Hi, if you're new here, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nico and I am a full-time eBay reseller. So I talked about it on my shipping video I just did. I'm overwhelmed. I have total chaos going on in my life right now. We have a water leak in the back bedroom. Thankfully, I just store packing in there in that closet. We did have a few personal things that did not have like good tubs and a good lid on top. So we have to dry out a few things like my husband's college certificate. What do you call it? Graduation certificate. Diploma. Duh. Okay, so we have that drying out. It'll be fine, but still, we don't know how long we've had this little leak in there. I never use it, but I go back there because I store packing in there. Thankfully, I went back there today to grab an IKEA bag, and I saw water. So thankfully, not too much lost. A couple things can dry out, or it's just cardboard that I save for when I do hard goods. So that's the good part of that. I'm hungry. The restaurant didn't have what I wanted. That's, first world problems, right? But my husband's going to get me the alternative, and I am hungry. I just need to eat something. So anyway, I'm going through my oldest inventory. As far as clothing goes, I am dealing with the 25 oldest items I have. That's what this video is about. It's one of my editing videos. This is a job that I am going to eliminate within the next month. I'm going back to work also as a full-time nurse, and this is one of the ways that I can eliminate time in the business, and that way I can work as a nurse also and have a lot of that income. So this is a job that I never ever intend on having happen again. Yes, I think that there will always be like 10% of your items that you accidentally price too high or you don't do the research on, and those might need pulled or those might need something to happen with them. But when you see the quality of these items, a lot of them were COVID buys, a lot of them were things that were given to me. I was working full-time as a nurse during COVID, and then also the Goodwills were all closed. So I kind of lowered my standards. The good news is I made tens of thousands of dollars during those 2 years of COVID selling identical things to this. It's just that they take forever, and now every single item I'm going to show you today, I estimate I've had 2 years. I might be a little off, it might be a little bit more, or it might only be a year and a half, but they are not budging, they don't have views, there is no reason to keep them except for a couple of exceptions. So let's get started. So I'm going to talk about 21 items today, and whatever I pull, I am going to replace with these items. So I have items like Farm Rio, I have items like Bowden, I have items like French Connection, I have these are Smoke Rise denim jeans, I have a Torrid collab with Betsy Johnson, which always does good for me. So I have 30 listings in the queue for my VA. Doesn't seem to be working today. It's Sunday. I don't want to be working today, but we had the water leak and other stuff. So I just didn't go to church today, and I just turned it into a work day because that needs cleaned up, and my life needs cleaned up right now, I guess, apparently. So anyway, I definitely will have about 40 to 50 listings up by tomorrow at noon or 1 or whenever he's done with the 30 items. And so I feel confident that I can pull the old 21 items that no matter what I've tried, I can't get rid of them. They've had at least 2 to 3 full edits, not just quick end and sell similar. They've had 2 to 3 look-ats or whatever you want to call it. I've ended them, looked at the price, looked at the title. Each time I end something now, at least, maybe not 2 years ago when I was a nurse, maybe these just got ended and quickly relisted. But now when I end anything, I try to analyze why is this thing still here. I don't just quickly relist it. So these things have had their chance. That's all I'm saying. No one wants these. On the other hand, these are the exact same type of things that I'm taking to consignment, and I'm getting decent money to then go buy the Farm Rio and the Betsy Johnson dress. That whole stack there, most of that is from those consignment stores that I am, taking all of this kind of stuff to, and getting cash, and then I'm rebuying maybe 1 or 2 pieces for these 21 items that I'm going to get rid of. So I'm not purposely ever buying this kind of stuff again to take to the consignment store, but since I have it, I'm going to go ahead and use it and just get the money. So let's get started. I've had these New Balance shoes. Absolutely nothing wrong with them. These are comfort shoes. A lot of people like these. I honestly do not know why I can't get these to move. You know, these are kind of grandpa shoes. They're not that scuffed or anything, but I've literally had these for 2 years. They're a size 9. They do have a little bit of, you know, scuffing right here. There's some red something or other scuffing. They are a 9D, so I think that's a wide of some level. But anyway, the listing's good. The pictures are good. There's no reason that I can figure out. Tread isn't horrible, but these will do okay at consignment. I'm just getting rid of them. I give up after 2 years. I just truly don't know. You know, sometimes you just don't know. This is an and one, hoodie. I do okay with and one. I wouldn't pick it up now, but even up to 6 months to a year ago I was, before I started to really focus in on my price per item. So as far as sell-through, I was trying to clearance this. I really thought this would clearance at $5, $7, whatever. For some reason, this is a size small. So it's a man's size small. But I just can't get rid of it, even though it's a hoodie. I've had this through at least 2 winters, so it's not a seasonal thing, and I just can't get it to go. So it'll, in a few weeks here, when they start taking fall and winter stuff, that will go in my consignment. And then this one here is, let me see where we're at here. This one here is a Fruit of the Loom shirt. It's a nicer green than what that's showing. It is a nice size. It's a size 3XL, but it is just a plain shirt. I have literally had this for $3 to $4 with a 30% coupon available, and I can't get it to move. So after several years, I am giving up. Okay. So that's all going to consignment. There's no damage to those. They're just not that popular. These items, I got these at a garage sale with a ton of Miami Dolphin shirts and other things. The shirts were vintage. They sold really, really well right away. I've had these for over 2 years. I thought I could get them to move. I've had them as low as like $1, but they've got to go to the thrift. These have to get out of my hair. My pile of stuff that's going is falling. Okay, let's see here. All right, this is a shacket, or a jacket with, you know, a hoodie and lined. I've done really good on these last year. I will buy shackets again, but this is a Moose Creek brand. It is quilted inside, and so I did really good with just kind of, you know, Eddie Bauer and not super high-end brands of these shackets. But I do think, let's see, what is it? Oh, I see. There's a hole on the sleeve, which in farm wear, ranch wear, I usually can still sell it. I may not get as much. So I thought, you know, that I could still get like $10 for this. But Moose Creek is low end, I guess. And then with that hole, I'm going to go ahead. There's one store that I can consign this to that will take it with that little hole. So they have a lot of, you know, kind of outdoor stuff. And so I'm going to go ahead and try to consign it, or I'll thrift it if that doesn't work. But yeah, this just has to go. I've tried that through 2 winters and nobody wants it. All right, these are BKE. I still pick up BKE a lot, but these are jeans. Let me make sure I ended the right ones. These are the Aiden 25 short, because I wrote BKE jean shorts. Hold on, let me make sure I'm getting rid of the right ones. I want to make sure that I don't have something still listed and then it will sell like tomorrow and then I've already consigned it. Let me make sure. Yeah, I don't have any BKE jeans listed anymore. I have another pair it looks like I need to pull. me get back down here, guys. Okay, so these I would buy if they were in a bigger size. Again, they have the nice whiskering. They're a very nice pair of pants, but they're just a 25 waist short, and then when I measured them, they were closer to 24, and so it's just too small. I'm going to go ahead and just consign these. Someone like Plato's Closet or the places where I go, they will still buy this in a very, very small size. Okay. There are 3 items out of the 21 that I am going to keep. It was more of a price issue or a title issue. And I still know that by clearancing these on price, I can get them sold. They're good items. I'd buy them again. Well, maybe not on price. I wouldn't buy them again. But I would definitely buy these again. The reason that this item has not sold, it's a Simply brand. It's Simply with a Y. From Canada. I do really well on this brand, but I don't pick it up in size 4s and 6s and 2s anymore. I pick them up. I find them all the time in 12s, 14s, nice sizes, and those turn instantly. But this is just kind of a slinky fabric. It's almost like Chico's Travelers. This would still be a pickup, only in a bigger size for me. But I'm going to hold on to this. I had this at like 20 bucks, and I realized that this size is not going to sell for 20, and I just had not gotten in to edit it. So I went ahead and I put slinky in the title, which is a term that people like now. I lowered the price. I changed it to Ground Advantage from First Class. So I went in, I'm doing all this editing to try to update my listings in every way they need. So I changed it to Ground Advantage because today is July 9th and we need to do that. And then I upped the promoted to 10%. I think I had it at like 4%. So I'll probably end up with like a $7 or an $8 net profit on this, but this should sell. Then I have a Justin belt. This thing has had 11 views in the last few months. All of these had their last edit in February. Like I said, that was the last edit. They've had many edits before this. Some have, some haven't. What I did was when I started my new system, this was a couple years ago, I started with these rolls of numbers. And I took all the old stuff and slowly introduced it into my system. And then I also typed in new items. So this item, 2564, is about a year and a half old. But it doesn't mean that the item wasn't older than that. Because it might be one I brought into the system from my tub system. I don't know how long I've had this. But still way too long. Going on a year and a half minimum, maybe 2 years. There's nothing wrong with this belt. It's just doesn't have a buckle, but it's a Justin belt with a waist of 48. It's top grain leather, USA made, 2 inches across, you know, nothing except for the fact that it doesn't have a buckle. But a lot of men, especially in Wyoming, they have their own big belt buckle, so they don't care about that. I might have just had the price too high for, you know, what this is. So I'm going to go ahead and give this another whirl. That item and this item will consign immediately. So if I need more consignment stuff, or if I still have these in 2 to 3 months, then bye-bye, they go. This is my next round of stuff. So I went ahead and changed it to Ground Advantage. Put 10% promoted on it and lowered the price. I either had $13.99 or I lowered it to $13.99. Justin belts should sell, so I'm going to give this one more chance. Okay, let's see here. All right, these are a pair of what's called Brazil rocks with 2 X's. Brazil rocks. When I first pulled these, I vaguely remember thinking that the brand had some kind of a following, and these are really cute with the studs. These will do well on consignment just based on looks alone, especially with winter coming. I think these will do really good. I've tried every keyword I could think of, you know, even things like festival or whatever, but these are really skinny leggings. They're a small size, and I've had these for years, so I just give up. I don't even know why. Okay, this is another item. These were listed, but I just did not have the best keywords in them. I did not know that jammers was a keyword. I still don't know what that means. I just see every single person with these vintage Skechers that has jammers in them. I did have chunky. I had black academia, or well, black for the color, and then dark academia. I had a lot of good keywords. But I didn't have platform. See, I didn't have platform in the title, and I didn't have jammer. So when I went back to look at why mine haven't sold, I think that those two keywords will help. So I'm going to keep these till they sell. Y2K stuff sells. So I'm going to give these another whirl. I lowered the price to $59. That's about kind of where I had it before, but I upped my promoted to 11%, and I changed to jammers and platform. Everybody else also has what is it? Another keyword, and I could not find it listed on my shoe, so I was afraid to use it. It's something about let's see, not comfort. Anyway, I can't think of it now, guys. Sorry. But anyway, so I chose not to put that one in there. And some of the higher priced ones had that. But I thought, you know, maybe I looked at theirs to see if theirs said it anywhere. But anyway, I'll think of it, what it is. But I think jammers and platforms should get that sold for me. So those are the 3 items that I'm keeping, I think. The only 3 that I'm keeping out of 21 items. Let's see. These are, let's see, these aren't the ones I want yet. Trying to do these in order, guys. Oh, maybe they're still in the package. Oh, well. I'll find the other ones. I may have to skip ahead on my stuff here. Okay, these are a pair of Carhartt shorts. You would think that if you lowered the price enough and you were willing to do a clearance, that these would sell. There was nothing in my title that shouldn't be selling them. They are pleated front. You know, I've tried everything for at least 1.5 years, maybe longer. These are a size 40 waist, and so that should also be a halfway decent size. But anyway, these will consign. I can't exactly figure out why these would not sell for me. I don't know, but I've had them at like $8 or $9, and I can get just as much at a consignment store. You know, maybe not quite, but if I sold them for $8, I would keep what, 3 or 4. So I can definitely get $3 or $4 for those. These are a pair of Jeffrey Bean pants. I never pick these up anymore, ever. You know, I can't think of a single thing in Jeffrey Bean that I would pick up. They're just nice, everyday, kind of khaki, or I don't know what you call them, chino pants. But I've had these down as low as $3 and $4, and no one cares. I've had these promoted. I just couldn't clearance them out of my store. I really preferred to give people a deal on some of this stuff so that I'm not pulling as much out of my store. I think today it's going to kind of stun my store. Even though 30 or 21 items out of my store of 1,030, not 10,000, 1,030 items, 21 items being ended, is not the end of the world, especially as long as I get some more listings up today. But still, it's just better to sell them off, and then your sell-through rate goes up and you're still clearancing stuff. But these are the last of the last, and it's just not working. I can't figure it out. I've done everything except have like 99-cent auctions on them, and I know I could have done that, but a lot of these are heavy items. They're still going to have to pay $10 on the shipping almost, and so I just decided to get rid of them. Actually, I don't have that one listed on here, so that is number 22, the Jeffrey Bean, because I didn't write Jeffrey Bean on here. I ended it, but I didn't write it on here. All right, these 2 stockings, I think they're darling. I think they're very cute. I've had them through 2 Christmases. They are dandy stockings, just cute and darling. Could not figure out for the life of me why these won't sell. I do not know. I toward the end, like this last Christmas, I clearanced these down to like $5. But anyway, they won't move, so I'm going to try to think of someone who needs these or just donate them to the thrift. My little niece would like them, but there's 2 of them, so I don't know, you know, I might give it to her as, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use these as gift bags. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put her gifts at Christmas in these. I have some smartness on me. Yes, I am. Okay. So I'm going to do that. So these are now gift bags for my Christmas. I love Christmas. I can't wait for it to get here. I love celebrating Christmas. Everything about it. All right, Columbia. I've had this forever. Ugh. I'm so glad. I can't wait till winter because I have so much good consignment. It's going to be a great time when I can start taking this winter stuff. This is a really nice Columbia jacket. I mean, Columbia's slow anyway, but I have some stores that really like it. And the only reason I think this really wouldn't sell for even $5 is because it's an extra small. So this will do well at consignment, maybe at Plato's Closet, maybe the other consignment store in Wyoming that I go to. But the stores that I'm taking things to, I'm not purposely picking up extra smalls for them because I want my stuff to sell at consignment fast also. But I am, you know, taking them some extra smalls and they seem to be taking them. So that's good news. So that one is done. Okay. This is a pair of Paige jeans. I still pick up Paige, but these are skinny jeans, and I know people still wear skinny, but I just, for whatever reason, have had these way over a year and a half. They won't move. I don't know why. These are the ultra skinny. These are Verdugo ultra skinny, and when you measure them out, they started out as a 24, and you know, they do have some stretch to the waist, but they're right at a 24. So I think it's just a size issue, and I don't have necessarily the vibe of a bunch of really skinny jeans and things like that. I don't have a styled store like maybe on Poshmark some people do where they could sell these or style them out or something. So I don't know, but anyway, these will do decent on consignment. I'll get a few bucks for those, but I want them out of my store. They're really slowing my store down. I've tried everything to get those to sell. Okay, this is a pair of J. Crew. Let's see here. Okay, that was on the Simply thing. All right, so I've had these forever. They're just a really nice kind of, you know, zipper front. They are a size 6, which is a smaller size, but still, you would think that these would still sell. They're not a flare leg, but they're also not, I guess maybe they are a little skinny. They're more like a straight leg, I think. I love these. You know, I might try these on, actually. Sometimes I can wear 6, sometimes I can't. I don't know. It depends on how they fit. So I'm going to try these, but otherwise these are just going straight to consignment. They look kind of like a skinny like style. I doubt I can fit into those, but you never know. All right, this is a Nike Pro pair of leggings. Nike Pro can do really good. I had read in the title, so I'm going to have to see what the flaw was. I don't see anything. These, maybe they just didn't have a size. They say XL, but these are children's, I think, is half the problem too, because they're an XL, but these are not an XL women's, that's for sure. So these must be girls. So these will go straight to the like Once Upon a Child type place where I take things. They'll give you like $1.50 in cash on each item, or they give you like $3 or $4 in store credit. So at Christmas, if they have enough toys, like toys that we need, then I would sell these to them and buy some toys for my niece and nephew. If not, I'll just take $1 something a piece. If I pick something up at the bins for 30 cents, I'm not going to dedicate my life to going to that store, but I do see some really cute Christmas dresses and stuff that I am picking up, and so these will go. I'll get them somewhere, get them out of here. This is a pair of Levi's Signature, but again, they're skinny. Now I know people are still wearing skinny, but again, and these don't even seem skinny, but that's what the tag says, and I just can't get them to go. I guess they're not tapered skinny, but they're just skinny fit. These are the Levi Signature 14 regular. So again, these are children's, not women's. And so these will go straight to like back to school. So right now is the time if I am going to sell any. And I don't see that I have the Levi's written on here either. I was in a hurry, so I did do the J. Crew. So yeah, actually I have 23 items. So yeah, these will consign really well, but yeah, I just had to pull those off. Get rid of them. 2 years is long enough for me. I don't even ask why anymore. I'm just like, who knows? All right, this is a pair of Eddie Bauer. These, to me, are like kind of a cool look, you know. I know they're pleated front, but they really have that gorp-core hiking aesthetic to me. I think these are very cute. They are a women's size 8, but I just have not. I've had these really, really low for like $4 or $5, and, you know, just could not get any movement on them, so I'm going to go ahead and just consign these. These are the bane of my existence, if that's like a term, you know. These are so cute. I think they're darling. I would wear these if they were my size. I think they're just very, very cute. They're Naya brand, Naya. At the time I picked them up, I probably looked at the solds and I wasn't riding the sell-through as much. I was happy with, you know, decent prices. I was happy with, you know, $10 or $15 on a lot of things, and I never really understood how, you know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I never really understood how to check the exact sell-through, or I didn't care about it, one or the other. And so these are a little bit smaller size. I don't know if I even know. I had it in the listing, I'm sure, but these are a women's US 5.5. So, I mean, that tells you right there, right? These are a 5.5 size shoe. So these are just not moving. I'll give those to the consignment. All right, this is a pair of Alpine Design. These are really nice, you know, kind of gorp core, kind of cargo, kind of hiking, but Alpine Design, I just can't get them to sell. These are kind of more of a, like a wide, not wide, but definitely very straight, almost wide leg. But they just have not moved in years. Let's see, these are a 36, 32. I don't know what they exactly measured out, but anyway, they just weren't going anywhere. So I'll, consign those. Those will do okay. I'll get a few bucks for them. Oh, I know why. No, that's not the proper ones. No. Okay, never mind. I know why this other pair didn't sell. All right, so this is a pair of proper pants, but they are a 30 short. And, you know, there are short people out there too, like I am, so I'm kind of miffed that nobody found these. But anyway, 30 short. I thought I was doing a good customer service by, you know, offering short pants, but I have to make money. I can't do that kind of stuff anymore. These are cargo. If I remember right, now it depends on which ones. I was picking up a lot of proper pants for a while, so there's one of two places that I got these. These either came in those 8 tubs of free jeans that I got from an estate sale at a farm, and she just had them all lined up, and she thought they were cutter fabric, and a lot of the top was, but when you look down, there were tons of uncut jeans. Maybe somebody had intended to, but they didn't. So I sold all kinds of $100 pair of jeans out of there. So these could have come from there, but then I also went to one garage sale about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, definitely 2 summers ago, and the one lady, I don't know why, but she had like 25 to 30 pair of this kind of proper pants. And I bought them, you know, just sold similar very quickly. It was a quick listing day. It was really great. And they sold right away, most of them. But these here have been hemmed. And so I didn't go look at the listing again. But even though they say 30 short, these could have been hemmed on top of that. So these could have been really, really short pants. So I'm going to go ahead and consign them, or, you know, those I might just have to donate. I don't know. And then I have this pair of Lee jeans. They are kind of like they're a little bit of a mom jean. You know, you would think they'd be a little bit in style with Y2K. They do have some, you know, edge wear down there. So, I don't know. I had all the keywords of, you know, vintage, high-waisted, whatever applies to these. I had edited these several times, especially once since February, and I'm using all the same keywords that I know to sell this type of jeans now, and I just couldn't get them to move. So that is what I have, guys. This is what I'm pulling from the store, and then the 3 items I'm keeping. And so I'm going to go take that back in my consignment room, which of course now people are going to see because someone has to come fix that water leak. So I didn't mind it. I wasn't having company. I had everything neatly stacked in tubs back there that say winter consignment or summer consignment. But I am type A about like letting my eBay business bleed into the rest of my house. I've done that. I've had to do that before when we've had smaller houses or whatever. But now that I have this big old house and children are all raised, I like to, you know, use my garage and my office. I still like a nice clean house, but now someone's going to come over to fix the water leak and there's like all these tubs and clothing all in that room. But you know what? I have to work. I'm not going to worry about it. This is more important to get the money than it is to go be a neatnik. So I'm going to suffer through. I might try to straighten it up a little bit. If the water would stop, then I could, you know, wipe it up and put stuff back in the closet, but the water is still dripping, so we must have a broken pipe or something. But anyway, I think this is all I'm going to pull for this week. I think there's 40 or 50 more items that I think are things that I edited 2 to 3 months ago, and plus, like I say, you know, that was their final edit. They've had edits before that. So I think I really need to pull about 30 more items, but I'm going to wait till next week till I can make sure that I've got hundreds of really good stuff going up. I don't know how eBay sees it. I know they see you ending a bunch of stuff, and with Poshmark and people ending things, I don't think they love that. But I also think that instantly my sell-through rate goes right back up because I've ended those and now I'm listing this really, really popular stuff. So I don't know how eBay views it. I know it's not the end of the world if my sales slow down a little bit, but I don't want that to happen. Needless to say, I'm not even back to work as a nurse yet. So even though I'm planning it and working on it, and that's going to happen in the next month or so, I don't want my income to crash in the meantime because anything could happen, you know. I mean, they haven't officially given me my name tag yet. They might change their mind, and then I have absolutely zero income if my eBay sales fail. Actually, I am pulling some hard goods, so it might only be 10 or 15 items, but I will have another video in a couple hours here after I get through some hard goods. I will show you what I'm doing with that. All right, thanks for tuning in. Pray for my water leak and all my all my issues. I can't find my cursor here, guys. I'm trying to end this. Please like, please subscribe. Let me know what you think. Would you pick up any of the brands I just mentioned? Do you still do, you know, Jeffrey Bean? Do you still do Proper Pants? Carhartt shorts, those are kind of a mystery to me, but I've just given up. I think they'll consign well. Let me know if any of these are brands that I'm too hasty on, but I think 2 years is good. So, all right, have a good day. Thanks for watching. See you later.